The second day of Citizencon was equally very informative. This is a small summary of the things that they showed off. The core topic surrounding most aspects was crafting, with new minerals and items being added to be used in refining and production, such as craftable gear, which can be more valuable than the gear we find in stores or loot out in the space. Of course, the base building with construction, grav cart, and its early development phase. Blueprints of items or item upgrades which we can find, buy or get as rewards. Higher quality items used in crafting which can result in better stats like fire rate, damage or even durability. Most items here will have 3 different quality levels, and we will also be able to craft vehicles which will go from tier 1 to tier 5 quality level. We can also unlock blueprints by crafting an item X amount of times, which will result in an upgrade. Another examples of crafting were industrial, farming, ranching, possibly even more options in the future. The idea is to grow your settlement. Build it with your organization. Bigger bases can take up to weeks or months to build. There will be base building vehicles, more than the grav cart. The new CSV FM with 2 medium-sized building drones, and freshly released CSV SM which will deliver some of the boxes. The idea was that these 2 new vehicles kinda go hand in hand. We also have more information about concept ships and ships being worked on right now. The new MISC Star Lancer with the 3 different variants which is in the works. The Star Lancer Bir-dy, which is a builder, intended base building vehicle with 2 large drones. The Star Lancer TAC, which is more combat oriented gunship and possibly has a bit more firepower traded in with the cargo space. And the Star Lancer Max, which is a cargo variant. The Pioneer got a reconcept and was rethought as a dedicated base building ship, and all but one last year's ship teasers will get released this year. And that one, sadly or fortunately, is the Legionnaire, which is a dedicated boarding ship. We had a glimpse at an IAE trailer, which is coming soon, and another teaser for the next year's ships and vehicles, which they are hinting at. Right now I believe I counted 3 ground vehicles and 12 ships, some of which we already know, but perhaps we don't know the variant or style of some of them. The focus is on Star Citizen 1.0 to get the game ready, higher benchmarks and less bugs. One of the main intents is to create a better framework via the main story and reward us as citizens, aka this will allow us land claims and land ownership. There will also be location stories with the certain lore elements, and places you visit will have missions which try to explain to you how, what is going on, what's the story around this place. Perhaps how Lowville is where people kinda sold their souls. Meeting new factions and sending us on missions, less contacting with the Mobiglass and actually meeting face to face. Like certain exploration factions sending us to scan perhaps certain forgotten locations. Also price adjustments according to in-game activity, taxes and debt and insurance of your ship. The overall goal, so to say, of the game was revealed as well, which is the end goal of building a space station with your organization, with lots of customization additions and expansions we can add. It is intended to be a gigantic base which is very hard to destroy and requires a lot of management to keep it running. It can also have a dry dock to build something like a Bengal fleet carrier. Extensions for cargo, fleets, refining, intended to be one of the main hubs in the star system you build it in. And yes, the end goal is to kinda raid it, and you can build it in safer areas or more lawless areas. This kinda is like the main base or the main location of really big organizations where they meet up, where they have their own fleets, weapons, armors, everything stored, prepared for combat. Something that probably is really amazing, but it also requires a lot of players to maintain such a beast. As far as all of this goes, I think they are just going a bit far with crafting of all different tiers of ships and perhaps armors and weapons. But we don't yet know how hard it is to make them, if it's easy to get them, how complex all of this is, because Star Citizen already is a very complex game. But for now, let's just wait and see. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.